Hello YouTubers, Manny here from Manny's How To Workshop with part 2 of the how to build a raised garden bed on the cheap. Okay, I know it's been a little bit since I posted the first part where I showed you what I did was to line up all the cinder blocks. Like I believe, yeah, I created like two rows of cinder blocks, and I believe I made this what was it, like 4.5 by 8. Yeah, that's what it came up to, because that top board right there is like an 8-footer. So it's actually like, the inside dimension is like 8 by 4, I want to say. Outside dimension, you add for the structure and everything, and so you're going to get your dimension there. But so the actual space on the inside is 8 by 4. Alright, so since the last time, I believe I had the front panels up, and I had the rear panels up. So like I said, it took me a while, but I went around and looked and found some more boards like those on the bottom right there. Okay, and the rest of the boards, like that new one and the one across the way over there, those I already had on hand from a previous job, and those were the leftovers from that job. And I didn't pay for those, by the way. That was just something I ordered for a job, which, a customer paid, and then that was the leftover, and I decided, just to hang on to it. But anyway, like I said, I came back and I started putting the sideboards in, and as you can see, I attached them to these uprights here, and these uprights were made from pallet wood, and so was the back panel and the front panel right here. And all I did to secure these was with 2.5-inch brad nails, and I did most of the nailing. Well, I started doing the nailing from the inside out, but since the nail was so long, it was protruding through these uprights, so I changed it and started nailing from the outside in. As you can see, like on this one, for example, all the nails, the excess nails, were coming through there, and I bent them down, and that way there's no chance of getting like snagged on the outside or scraped, if you need to stand next to the wall and like lean over and work on the bed itself. So eventually what I'm going to do is come back and put a liner on the inside, which is that landscape fabric, and I'm going to drape it over the sides, and I'm just going to staple it to the inside all the way around. And I believe I have a couple of rolls of those as well that I had left over from other jobs. Okay, so this is a good shot of this side. Like I said, you can see there's 2 concrete block rows right there, and like I said, same uprights. And the corners, there's some like splicing pieces, because like I said, I just cut and measured, cut and went. All right, on the inside you can see that it's providing a nice wall to go ahead and start filling in. And speaking of the fill, right now it's still kind of empty. I had some wild weeds growing in here, like that one over there. I'm gonna pluck that one out, and then I'm gonna come back and start filling this up with all the rough stuff that I have here in my backyard, which is like the leaves on the ground from like over there. And I got this pile of cut grass right there that I just kept piling there, so that's going to help make a good base for it. I'm going to take some of this right here, which this was one of my original compost bins that I got from the workshop, the county workshop. I'm going to go ahead and clean that up. Take these stones right here, bring them back over there, and maybe use this somewhere else, or use it. Actually, you know what? No, actually, it's sitting 3 feet tall. I was thinking maybe I could just use it on the inside, but I could probably actually use this as some kind of a cover or something later on, as these are only held on by these kind of like fasteners. So like I was saying, I'm going to stop building the layers up here. I'm going to rake all the leaves in here, I have a machine that shreds leaves, so I'm going to use that as well, and then just keep layering this up. And as you can see, the uprights are actually still pretty high, right? I can probably go another 2 boards, but I figured, you know what, start at this level, because the top of this is probably almost waist height for me, so it's going to make it easier to, you know, so you don't have to bend over too much to work on this. Okay, so the next step is to put the landscape fabric and start filling this up with all the, like I said, the yard waste that I have. Like, and I'm already making some good compost in this drum here, and I'm going to show you where I have another. Okay, and then that old trash can is full of organic compost that I made. This is the original that I had made. I still got some of that, and like I said, it's just like soil, topsoil. After it decomposes for a long time, it becomes just like a regular topsoil. But all this right here, like I said, is what I'm going to rake up. I'm going to throw in there and just build me up a base. And then I actually have some topsoil that I'm going to use right here. I'm going to use that at the very top once I build this up to the point where I can start just layering it. And basically, you can throw the stuff in there, spray it down with some water, and then put some more stuff on there. And you can mix it up between greens and darks. So like your dry stuff and then your green stuff. So when I start cutting grass, whenever we, you know, get some rain, I'm going to sprinkle some of that in there as well. So the combination is going to create that good base. And then once I get this filled up pretty good, then I'm going to start planting, you know, like tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, stuff that I know will grow fast. Here in the Tampa area, you know, we got some good weather pretty much year round, so it makes it easy for us to go ahead and plant. Okay, so like I was saying, this should be a good addition to my backyard oasis. And this papaya tree that I have right next to it, this here, I'm just going to trim the leaves to where it's not bothering the compost pile. And then that way, later on, I'll eventually probably just cut it down, because if it's not going to fruit as much this year, then that's what I'll do. The only reason I left this branch down here, let it grow, is because I figured, well, if the top goes rotten, as you can see, I don't know if you can see if the sun is in the way, but there's the top right there. There's a few baby papayas up there. After the frost we got this past season, this past winter, everything stopped growing for a while, so we'll see. But anyway, there you go, guys. There's the update to part 2 for the garden raised bed on the cheap. All right, as always, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you are notified of new and up and coming videos. And I'll see you guys on the next one.